Hey everybody, it's Felicia Stitzel with Vintage Wine Marketing and welcome to today's Wine Wednesday. So today I'm going to talk to you about Facebook ads and your relevancy score. Now if you have been running Facebook ads at all in the beginning or in the last year, when you're running your ad, if you looked over in the far right hand column, you would see a drop down section of a relevancy score. And this number could be 5, 11, 9, and those numbers correlated many times with how much your cost per click or your cost per engagement was, because the higher the relevancy score, the less it's going to cost you per person, because Facebook sees that as they're giving you a reward for creating a really good ad that is relevant and is engaging with your customers and the people who you're targeting for your customers. The lower the number, and there's a lot of things that factor into this, so this is not your only factor. The lower the number, the higher your cost per click is, because Facebook sees that as kind of like a slap on the wrist, where they know that you're putting out ads, but you're putting up something very, very generic, and it's not really engaging with your customers. So they are seeing that more as like a spam ad, and they are going to have that cost more because of that. Recently, Facebook has changed that. So now you no longer have a score, like a number. There are 3 different blocks. And the first one is the quality ranking. Now, the quality ranking is talking about like the service provided, the quality of what you're doing, the overall look and feel of your ad. That is what your quality ranks are. So this is really important, because this is supposed to be encouraging marketers or anybody using Facebook marketing and the ads and stuff. It's supposed to encourage you to put out your best foot forward every time you do an ad. They don't want you to just throw something together and put it up and pay for it. They're trying to encourage you to always be putting out more quality versus quantity items. And this is just because they don't want Facebook to become a platform for spam. And so because of this, you always want to make sure that you are putting forth, you're producing, you're creating, and you're using these ads to engage with your customers. So the next one is the engagement rate. Before, in your little columns, you could see how many people were engaging with your ad, how many people saw it, and the frequency. So like the same person could see the same ad twice, and it would be frequency is like 2.3 and whatever. But so all those numbers, they're all a very in-depth course to learn what every single one of those mean and how you can use those. But your engagement rate is always really important to pay attention to, because you know how many people are seeing, they're stopping for longer than 3 seconds during their scroll through. They're seeing and engaging with your ad. Now, whether they're liking, sharing, commenting, or just viewing for longer than a few seconds, it's a scroll stop. And that is what part of your engagement number is based off of, is that scroll stop. Because I know that everybody sits there and scrolls through their phones, and if you can create an ad that makes somebody stop and actually look and pay attention to what you're doing, then that is counted into your engagement rate. Mommy. The last column is the conversion rate. So this is when your ad is actually populating and optimizing for your goal, which is selling tickets, signing up wine club members, whatever your goal is for your ad. This is the conversion rate. So it's people clicking through and actually, it's like closing the sale. That's what your conversion rate is on this metric. So according to the fine print, though, for Facebook, you have to have at least 500 impressions in order for these different metrics to populate. Now, 500 impressions is not that hard. I have like 300 people on my Facebook page, and I could hit 500 impressions in probably a day if I ran an ad for just my friends. So 500 impressions is not hard. It sounds like it's a big number, but it's not, because an impression is like, I could see an ad and then I share it to my page and then my friend sees it and then they send the same thing. They share it back to me, so I see it again. So it's the same ad being, or same content being seen twice by the same person. So that number can rack up really fast. Like there's, for example, a meme. My husband loves memes. So there's a lot of times when I see a meme, he shares it, then one of his friends share it, and then it kind of circles all the way back around to where I end up seeing it multiple times because many of his friends are also my friends on Facebook. So I'm actually seeing the same meme like 6 or 7 different times. So 500 sounds like a lot, but it's really not if you think about how that number actually populates. So I just wanted to give you a little update on how Facebook ads are getting changed. And so it helps you, hopefully, will understand how these metrics work, what they mean, and how they break down, and what that means for you, and how this is going to help you do the best that you can do when running Facebook ads. So if you need any help with any of this, or if you have any questions about what you should be doing for your Facebook ads, how there's kind of a format that is kind of a good rule of thumb to go by. So if you need any help with these things, I would love to help you out. Send me a message below. Send me an email, a message, click, send, text, whatever is more comfortable for you. But I just want to make sure that everybody is always being able to put their best foot forward when it comes to advertising for your winery. So thank you for joining me on this week's Wine Wednesday. I hope you guys all have a fantastic week, and I'll catch you all next week. Have a good one.